welcome everyone to this CAS video. So today I am making the sim that I will be using for my Birds of a Feather Legacy challenge that I created. So be on the lookout for the first episode of that and make sure to watch. But I'm making a sim inspired by an owl. So the challenge, each generation is inspired by a different type of bird, and generation 1 is owl. So I tried to kind of stick with the color theme I set, which was brown, like, owl feathers. Typically, some owls are brown. um, and I wanted to give her big eyes, like an owl's eyes, and I made the sim in the like the rules or what the challenge is at all. I'll make some references down in the description that you can go check out. But back to what I'm actually doing in the CAS, so you'll have seen me just play around with her facial features a little bit, and then start to try out some hair options as well. And then after this, I decide on like what kind of cheeks I like. I like kind of like the round, like rounder cheeks, because it reminded me of kind of like those little like round owls, if that makes sense, like the really fluffy ones. So that's what I did for that, and then I just go ahead and pick out a skin overlay that I like. So I think I end up going with this one, but I could be wrong. But that one's by Samandi, it's one of my favorites. So we'll see if I end up sticking with it. But then I wanted to do a hairstyle that was like, looked kind of like fluffy, like owl feathers fluff, but obviously not like too close because I'm making a sim inspired by an owl, right? Like not an actual owl, obviously. uh, the the kind of idea of this generation in the challenge is that she's like, this challenge is of course like every generation's a different bird, and for the owl generation it's focused on like the idea of like owls being wise. So she like the goals of the generation are focused around like university and like going to college and stuff like that. Not that that's the only way to be wise, but it just kind of fit thematically in my opinion. So that's why I kind of picked the academia aesthetic for her, for this generation. If you decide to play along, I'd love to see what kind of sims like you create inspired by now. But anyways, so I just went ahead and gave her some eyelashes, and then adjust her face to kind of try to make it look as like round as possible. And then I think I end up going back. Okay, yeah, so I end up not sticking with that skin overlay, but I go with one that's a little bit like similar, which is this rose water one. And then I go back to the hair and end up picking a um a hair that I end up just like playing with a little bit of 2 different hairs. But one thing I knew like right away was I really wanted to give her like these round glasses because it just reminded me of like round owl's eyes. So that's what I that's what I did first in terms of accessories, and then I kind of like, I don't typically do accessories first, like I usually do the outfit and then accessories, but for some reason I decided to do accessories first on this sim. So you'll see me have just put on her like earrings, glasses, necklace, and then I go back and start picking out her outfit. I really wanted to use this uh like sweater vest shirt combo from Werewolves, I think it is. Pieces missing, like it looks like it was maybe like worn or like secondhand or something like that. I think that's really cute and also kind of fits with like the theme of a challenge since you're supposed to like start your sim off with 0 simoleons, so that it's kind of like you build up from there. Um, and so maybe like she got it secondhand or something like that. I thought that was kind of cute for like storytelling, and then also it just fit with like the brown theme, like color theme, as well as like the kind of like academia aesthetic that I kind of see. It's like sweater vests kind of fit with that. And then also I thought like the gray shirt was nice because like a lot of owls have like gray feathers as well. And so you can see I was really getting into the theming. Um, and then I add some nails, and I changed her hair to something a little bit longer. And then I play around with the idea of adding a hat. I end up going with this I end up putting like a beanie on her, but I'll change it at the end, so don't get too attached. And then you'll just see me quickly go through and put her name, which I named her Olivia and then Birdie as the last name because it's like the Birds of a Feather challenge, and then Olivia kind of sounded like owl in my brain. Has some of the same letters at least. So I thought that would work, and then I went ahead and just gave her the traits that are for this challenge, and then the aspiration as well. And I don't think I already mentioned, but I am going to be playing this challenge that I created on my channel. So if you want to see like me play with the sim and everything, definitely go definitely do go ahead and subscribe so you can follow along with the challenge and everything. But yeah, I kind of went through her other outfits pretty quickly, but just tried to stick with like the brown color theme. And then I just gave her this like really big comfy looking like brown sweater for her like cold weather wear, which I thought was so cute. And then I, of course, added her glasses back on the outfit. And then I end up finding this hat that's from Eco Lifestyle that I think looks really cute on her. So that's when I end up going back to the everyday wear and changing the beanie to like that sort of like, I don't know what that type of hat is called. I would be tempted to call it a beret, but I don't know if that technically fits the description. You can let me know if you know. But that kind of like floppy looking hat. Um, and with that, the sim is all done. So let me know if you think it's giving like owl vibes. um, and if you're excited to see the series. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!